Two kwan so enra na ye hye ase wo de onyina bedura asomdwe me ne so obi mu koya wasa de aba na wo sa aseda ene ye de ma no tie nyina de akomakro beda awurade ase woni a waya ama yen tie enyumre wo se me no mienu ye de nyankopon ase bebre na waya ama yen eno kra ntimi nkan wo ye nyame a Utimi ade nyina ye no ye mpaebo tiefo na abreni nyina ono awo ayen no de na dum yen ye da ye nyane ye asomdwe mu uda hate no nim ne esi ye unemu so nyame a utimi ade nyina ye no ye mpaebo tiefo na da ne da nyina na ni kum ne ma ho na ne yam hyehye no ma yen Nyame na me no mienu ye som no Oma bibia boni bia anto yen e bampa ono anim kwan a ode yen fa so de na re chichi nsem e de nsem a emu ye hwam na ode san pagya yen esi wo ti se nyame na me no mienu som no nti o se de atside ni kabia de ma no erade anwumre ye koswa da wasi Maudi kasiano so ni show di kunkwani monyam tumi wura kwankra na ne wo se obi ni wanim ni wachi wo de akoi osan de abedura so be mu rade empa ebone se wo ma nam kwan so ba nyina rade fo beduru ha so be mu ye nyina mum emetie wasem ye mfa wasida ne ontontom ni waye ye show di kunkwani monyam yakoswa bompaye Onyame a oyem mpaebo tiefo no otimi ade nyina ye ono a oka ebem no hye gina ho nwumre yi fadwumadi ebedi na nwumre nyina hye awurade nsa so ono ankasa o me fadwumadi nyina numum na nsem a ebeti afa no ho no ono ankasa o mie yakoma pon so no ntro ni nyina ngusu ni entimi fentu anamo a Esefra odi afrei adani de nyina yakase abeja eyo no no aye tie nkoso amompa ye mfa nuanu ma ebe nyina medura asomdwe mu new life ni edudu ni ebi mu fie adwuma kwan so na eba mu so efie won fie marade yesro seso awon nyina wo current ban no so efa won nyina beduru ha asomdwe mu ye nyina metie ho nsempa nsem a Yedi boy ho bra ye betum pon de ahye Kristo din kunkun ni munyam nkoso a mompaye rade esro se wo medu anyina ahye wonsa o so wonyina onkorenta ban no so efo wonyina bedu asomdwe mmaye efe na dwumadi ebedi nyina ahye rade nsa se nyame ankasa ni hini o menye adom ni nhyira ni ayaresa emaye o menye mfi ankose ne eba no ono amfa ne dom no engu yen so no num ye no nhyira yen na dwuma ebedi wa ha so enwie pɛ yen fa nhyɛ Kristo din kunkran ni munyam papa yesrew ho osrunyansa yesrew ho ahodin ni tumi sɛ dwuma di ebedi anwumre rade edi ni nyina hyɛ wonsa mo adom nya kase wɔ yeso me mfi ankɔsɛ ne eba no hyira yen dom yen echia yen anwumre nso Afi okasama fo no so tunisha awurade nsa se na dwumadi ebedi okasama fo no tunisha awurade nsa won se onyankopon akasama na osuru nyansa nimdie no fa nkyerɛkyerɛ ni obɛkyerɛ bia onyankopon akasa ɔma no kronkron boafo no moae no ntro no yakoma pon so ye remfi adani da nyina ye beti bia yetimi aka bia kyerɛ afoforo no mo so asua bibi no mo so de abon bra se ne se ne fata yakase abeja e wona waye fa on pai bono bra wiye yeda wase onyametumfo yeda wase onyame agya yeda wase wo a wo ka ebem na wo hye gina ho nwumre so yedi ni nyina hye wonsa dwumedi ebedi wo ha nyina hye wonsa yesro se hu ye mobo ye besua nyina awurade tro no yakoma pon so ye remfi ye timi so aka bi a kyerɛ afoforo na won so de wa bon bra na dachi bia ka se wo a utimi ade nyina ye na wo ye mpaebo tiefo abecha ye wo na waye ya da wase e de aside ni kabia a hye odi kunkwan mu nyam da ne da nyina ya ka se abecha ye wo na waye adom ni nti amen pacho ebe praises kakra mot pacho ye nyina ebe so ye be praises 1 minute bi okasama fo no wo yentem o nyame ba ye wa yeda ni ya wo ye ma me de nyinati deji wa ye o nyame ba ye wa yo ye wa yeda ni ya wo ye ma me de nyinati deji wa Onyami buwafwe, onyami buwafwe, ye wa yeda, niya wo ye mame deni nenti, beji wa. Onyami buwafwe, onyami buwafwe, ye wa yeda. Oh, yeah, my baby, Nancy, Betty, be free. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Where they are check. See, I'm saying, be waste time, cry. Into me, Jina Swa, na me dia friend, yeah. I introduce you speaker for the night, no. The speaker for the night, no, or ye mami aware for. Or ye juma wo Adma, Adenta municipality. Wa worry or mammy no. Ni din ye mame Ethel Asamwa Dodu. Wa ye juma ama wanya experience bebre or share nkwala any ma so me pese me waste time kra me pese en fan sembo en welcome no na ombeje kasamu no
edamuni na ase me ne me fide me sanso ye presby ni mapa me ko victory presby nti me nyira akwan kra ye ansa na yebehye yen dwumadi na sen medamase bebre se mwanya me mugidi na mato nsa afre admafo se won be boyen amane ne embra ne ne mumbe kasa wo asem titiru a edi yen mu bebre nya nti ansa na yebefi yen dwumadi na sen no ansa na yebefi yen dwumadi na sen no yebeye ade a ye frɛ no egori di kakra bi na yada ya asem no edi akyere mo enti mefrɛ me nuanom na yebedi agoro no na yede nkuwa esisi ya na yedi agoro ne fefefe ama ye ni na yate yen asem na se ansa na yafi dwumadi na se
Ewra onu ma me mo hwe ye o me san suban bon na mo ditifia na okọ adwuma anopa 6:30 akọ adwuma abo 7:30 akobo 8 o ma me du fia ade hwa bu hwa mo yo yes mo ba park mo no ma ya mo fifia o otie yo so onu ma me no so ma nya ekom de ade me no a me na ma me ma kọ adwuma ba me be pa aduane se o me me du fia o de akọ na kọ hwe so obehu na Hey, hey, ana ba me sweetheart. Unim time abo. Afei na wo kwa adwuma 7:30.
Sometimes I wish.
She, Ewra me mpesa wo no ma no. Be jira me no kasa wo kwai.
That day.
Na me wo ku me no kasa wo dan ho akọ. Umu ade.
Oh. Ayati asese me kwa adwuma. Adwuma no man kwa. Me ma ni na ye be da ni adidi. Kitabi. Na me so bi di biba na ye de be so so. E ma ye.
Eti awosa wo koche adwuma ebo.
Do I to obu ase me pa.
Ewra hwe yo.
To obu ase.
Wan hwe wo ye ya asama tu sisi a o.
To obu ase. Ghana ha ni na ye te. O man ni ma ye den to obu ase.
Ewra.
Me do kasa.
Ha! Me do kasa wo kwai. Hey, afran pa o mu hwe o. Me ukun. Me no kasa.
Me ke se sa obo masum. Ete se obo masum.
Ka di o. Aha. O ya ro fa, o be sisa o no ma na ju ya ko ma mi ho. Ko sisa no ma na ko ma mi o si akọ. Ko ma no. Ko.
Yeni na ye hu ni e course. Me ni mi fifo de. Me pa cho me hia mo nchia na metimi de nchia na ye adwuma. New life from pacho nchia ben na ye yusu wa ha. Me yusu Victory Presby nchia na mamo ntim pese me yusu mo amu nchia. Tim. So bi wo Kristo mu a. No wa ya abode foforo. Ade esi. Me hu se ye ni na ya ti ase. Ese me yusu puppet no. Me kasa no be ye ne ekọ na eba wo. Nti I be restrict me kakra yi me sere mo kakra bi. Nti we necessary me focus on one. Okay. So obi wo Kristo mu a. Amen. Mu ni na mu hu ne ekọ so ha. Saa di ekọ so wo ye mfi abre ne don biara. Mu hu papa na bufu a odi hye obia no. Ma akwa adwuma mapon. Ma aba emre na agensi me. Ekoso de biara da. Me kwa yi ase ma aba. Me ka kire me kuru se no nan medu fie. Abo no wotwe me nuye. Me rebe ye so tore na me de nam. Saa di ni na ya de e friend gender based violence nyeme ekoso. Ewo yen afie afim a ehye nipa so na ade a ye friend human rights etina nipa fa ahodi so ema ade oyawo ne nhye ene so wode wo be hye afiase anase wo be tetesere wo ma wori nya wo fa ahodi mfa nye wo nye wo ntimi nkeka wo nye ne asese wo ye ade ekoso na saa ade a ye friend say yetina wo fa ahodi so no e wo so nyema bebre aye ni na aye di ho adanse ene den ye wo bi a friend domestic violence mostly efi sexual abuse no waka sexual abuse a nkitahudi mia ne mmerema nkitahudi hu mabre mi wura me ntimi nye na ene sotore ne nam mabre mi wura se na mapon afie adwuma be ya oberema nua eben eyeyie obia nso nua eben eyeyie nso ene kuri pe me ye late me ntima medu fie 5 o'clock me kunu te wo no waka ne nan ayanso eno retwen se me fie adwuma ba na mabe ye aduan na se mabre na meka ene den ne nam ene sotore ne obro yetete wa yen ani ma ye fefefe ni na ye djobro de biara da wo fie nso ne ka aye kaden amayen ne ka aye kaden amayen telephone so ena wote na woni wa adanfo bere ma bi kura akasa mere ma ne biye ahoya wa kosise ne yede kasa wo telephone so kura na ese so ojeni obro yesan so wo physical abuse mo woni amekuru ne yen o so mitrim hwe me rasta bobo me ne so ma me me pe ba bi de me de manim akosie efse ni padua yen ne kita yen iti man fansie no di me dem a na eno me koya na me bai na eno me koya na me bai yɛte ne de biara da ɛwɔ news so yɛte ne de biara da ɛwɔ news so yɛte wɔ radio so ɔbarima bi adwidwa ne yere akumun wobɛbisa saa den ana wo se chop money ami yi no aduan ɔyɛ na anhwɛ ani nti na ɛsɛ sɛ ɛkɔm ɔboro na so mi bisa se new life fo so obi wɔ Kristo mu a eye ana obi wɔ Kristo mu a eye sɛ wagye wo atom so yɛ Kristo ni na kwasi da bedu na wo besiesie wo ho na wakɔ asɔre dan mu na wokɔ a wo yere de mpammoro ku de biara da yɛsan so wɔ psychosocial abuse yɛni na yɛdide tum mmere kekan obi bɛtena se aka sɛ o me de o me kunu de ɔmfa ne nsa nka me da wotiri nkwa obi nso bɛgyina waka sɛ o me kunu de o ada me ka sɛ o me mpa so egoru kra ma brɛ na o ɔnte ase pɛpɛɛpɛ etu de wara na emom adapa na wɔbɔ no sɛbe papa ayɛ asɔre dɛm na emom yɛ nyɛma ɛkɔ so wɔ afiafim ɔbɛyima timi bie na no ka kyerɛ bia wate sika ayɛ no ho ade sɛ ho fin meboa ɛnkɔ so wɔ ho a wo neighbor bi wote de biara da wo bɛbrɛ wo bɛyɛ sɛ nsɛm a ɛnsɛm fata de biara da yɛde keka kyerɛ yɛn ho kafo enso yɛn nyinaa yɛagya abɔdin krataa ɛkyerɛ sɛ ma ware yɛagya abɔdin krataa ɛkyerɛ sɛ me ne me kunu nɛte na emom adapa yɛde guare ofi ya no pakosie no dufa no wogya ahokra nke ho wɔmfa so ɛyɛ yɛn nyɛma ɛkɔ so wɔ yɛn afiafim economic abuse nyɛma atotum wo ne he na kɔka kyerɛ wo kunu se maagya ɛnna me kɔ gwa aso no gye ne nse sɛ yɛnyɛ 5 cedis biom timam 10 cedis me ma 10 cedis de wo na ade me kɔ adwuma mu me ma 10 cedis de we bisa me boss sɛ wɔn ato me piem na wɔn ato mu kura de na kyerɛ sɛ me ma wo aduan fian a wo yesi we me ma 10 cedis na fa to gye ne teta eyi ani oboro na ɛkɔ eyi ani oboro na ɛkɔ na me pese ya adesua na ene ye be famu no ye be mana ye very interactive oboni kase won e be ya no baabae me nko ame me kama dwen mfa nkyerɛw because me hu sɛ ye maame no mo mpanyimfo wom yen agya no mo wom a won so wo betimi aboaboa yen iti mesra wo nyema ni bi wo ameto e de amamo na mo nso ma ye den maboa me ni aboa me pese me bi sase new life fofo enyema ben saa na etimi ma mmerema no won butimi fu no woto hye yen so saa ni hia ni pa biesa no won aboa me wo saa ansa yi ho Sofia Mike menya ni pa biesa se me wura mu wo ha me hia ni pa biesa o momo ame den ne be ma obere ma ato ne nsa sore boro ne yere ma amfira me amafiri o nti ene mpese mo amofre yes madam
Missy wako ejuma oma abo 1 a.m. Wabedru fie one way aduane obaye mame me kwada na osubu efu wakeka wa aduane kyerɛ no
you ni be friend no tension building ya build tension magina mukasi aye aduane a wo kyerɛ asese den ti na wori ne aduane no because ni pe biesa o ti ya biesa no me nyemu ba ko ansa
sometimes a man so ya no because say ye gentle in our speech and I say ye kasa brewa a ma a buffo bi or why a cough a brass. Okay. Sometimes you are right. Who excuse to say a share short skirt here. E be a bibi ne see kwan so. Enti na we drew feel late. But the buffo shia. Also the buffo shiana. E den sato na e betimi aba. Thank you.
Why are they? Enti ni awore kan me de be hye behavioral change ase and I say superiority because who person will perform say na be ya wukunu ni burimfu it wa ma wukunu na di wo so Debbie Bible so be submissive. Into what submit to the obey man send a beya. Obeyani way. He can apologize later.
Because nibuefu. Also, ubu na efu ni uba from the interest you are being submissive. You just want to create peace. Now the right time, walk at and say, oh, me buy a cry, one to boy, Miss Sammy said, dear Nessie, and I'll dig giddy sham. The moment I would dig giddy no, you even make him angry the more. Oh, yeah, so crying with you. But at the right time, no, walk at and say, when Mr. Say, Nessie, and in a mass say, buyer. A big grandpa, or Becca Chow say, me pa chow. And me say I overreacted, and he even saying sorry is also a way of onuswa brand and wasi ama. Thank you.
Nyawuri keni na wom. Nyawuri keni na wom. Sketch kakria yeye wa he. Maybe we say, oh sweetheart, we bedi madanse. Oh sweetheart, mesrel. And then bibinti na amma menti mi amba make her cry break it down. Nti nyawore ka na ewo mu wa fa bi so na fa bi so nso de enye adwuma wo yem bibi man ha wo ye din a wo se wa yawo no wo kasa a wo se wa yawo no se mu ne wan ne yenye se mu ne wan ne yenye nti na chese se wo submit wo ho na wa asem na wo kan no ye kan ye adwuma din ne rekoso no wo beti asem bi ase wo ho me da ase nti me nya bi esa no wo enye meta de sa me nya bi because biesa madam bako answer wa ha okay oh more hands more answer mama
ebi a etimedi eyi santo ko ebi bani se ebi wo ha oba ma no adawo oba no afa oba ma no fo ofa phone no hu ema bi na ma eyi wo so enti no one manu ye wosa ani oni kunu no ada enti na emanu nimu se oyiri no ani ayi anya abai manu na ni won ye communication
we hu ni enye se ohu uhu ya wo se kwa
oni manu be communicate fine no we hu say yes say me kunu bi ni we enti echire no ni kunu nyane a no wan say ema no baby obi a later won kasa say na nya na ni me communicate anajo no ana o say no into ekwa no wan say ni yiri na oda no wa fa ni phone no o de ahwehwe particular guest a
obi am won say mama nya mama person okadi na ya jealousy. Nya mama peso okani na ye jealousy. Emi afem, merima afem. Nya mama peso okani na ye jealousy. Wonya jealous a, je wo kunu di. Wo ko fa ni phone na. Wo so fififu na ni ase na ye den. Madam ase. Mo mo ase mama.
Yo, Madam Pacho, men maybe so a obere makro bia na opensa. Nti oni abotre kiti ni rene be submissive no ho kra be submissive kra sila onhu hwe nti ono de echese de bia oba oye ode ebufu ene ntokwasem na ebefi
why ade
amen
eno ne your friend is substance abuse eyi mu ni na ye nyema emma ebufu ne etrega na ma merema ebromia wosibrimia nsemi ni na me yankuto na kan yo nti me hu se mmerema anye bia me hu be enum ne asia ne esong bi wodan ha nso ekot gensi mu nti aye se na ene de mai ma adwen se mo nsan form a na ebekọ eba asoro kakra ma me anka mepe eyi na eni ya mama kan eye substance abuse obi aware ne kunu ko okonom nsa na oba woni wo kwansa obekasa na wa wo hwe nsa ade ache wabo modin ada na ade ache na wabue nanum na ode ne nsa ato na nso se na wo se wabre na ne sotore ne nam de ya ade edi anya bebre se mmea na watwe yakoye women's week yi eyenyema enye se yak buyen ani go so eyenyema ese se yedi yen ani ekoso papa se Christopher o timamufu o yen Christopher ye wasodi da yen so se yen na ese yehu ne eye ne ye ka kire won a woye mantam na won nya ne iye no se monye ne iye na emu awu ankasa so nipa no na ensamu a baby a wote se community na wo mu no muni na mo ne me ya adwen saa ene mo ye mo nsem ma ye ho yeni na ye beti ase se ebibi mamu ayeti ye wo bibi efre ni inequality emmerema maami awo ne ba bia ne ba berema otimi ka choro berema ne se da na wo ye oberema de wa anya ade kura problem ni wo meboa ye de ye ma mmerema e wo fie wo bereku ya sori ya frem ya na homache skonsu prefie sinyema yese obia ne be wie na ne were ni na bre na oberema ne de obeye president amauda chinti ono de onti na table achi no need no nka ne nan yan so no wi a wahwe TV sa inequality si eye yetimi ka kire mia se mia tena fie na obia de wabosu ne kitchen enena won aka ama na wura yentiri mu nti obia force so de ne mba ere ye den ere ko school na kan no wo obia wo to form se kiri ne wo se ade ye friend ho ma de ene wabo nsa ho agise mu ka ase ene se wodo be ma aware na wa agya ne wo na betena se no wo agya utinsa wo ye no fu ha bibie ne wo bi ma ho won fa so ma ne se wo be wo ama obere ma no wa hye na abusua ma eyi mu ni ade ni na ya nyema na edi anya yesan so wo cultural beliefs ena mekan se ye ni na ye wonte ase se wo obere ma de ono no oye boss nti oka na asem oka eye final obi ani ho kwan se ubeye babari even po ye wo religious beliefs bi wo krom ha me modern so yenim ukwa asore dan mu ayemfuntum mfra wo nyame fi kra sore ni bi yesa won funtum mfra emere medikan na miate achi na yi a mere medikan na miate achi woni hena koka ebi mu di asore dan ni mu kra wo ma mmia ni nwuram wose wo yo bia ohu wo fi eden ni fi Kristo ama yen ate asese ode ni moja abetu bibia ho e wo Calvary abonten so into you say that it is finished ade bia ye negative bia is finished it ye negative bia it is finished na sorry dem mere ma pe na wuram na me ade what im fitiri nyame amoa na sa adan speaker ye anya adwuma na kire se on de okukuru no ho betena ho geke enya ade ote hwe no doreko so eye se wo be ye yensa na so eye se wo be ye yensa papa sofo eye se be ye yensa na papa se me kam me ane dia me kam mere ma ne de nso nti me de mere ma de nso be fam so eye se wo be ye yensa na so ye nyema ekoso anopa awia enodwofa na me ma me ka se me mama me do wusi o mama wo te osofo nchen wo se wo cycle asa obro ene ohawo ni ade efam obro ni ade no ye wo particular pattern yenye officer ye woyi ye hu bi da me nuanu bedi me dance asofo bahobi 3 weeks or 4 weeks before this week before Easter no betena case we osofo ni mpompa na yere ba na funa chia ni yere ba na funa chia a che se yade akoso a o wo buru ni sedan odu anopa no wa ye makeup se na wa twu mani ma besi yi oburu a wo sibiri ni wo fie ni so si dan koka aka we gu ni kura ni mase o timi megina makufu ani munye ma yesumo yesuma meriade so oburu no doso munsusu mayen oburu no edoso me hwe ani me se wa spy wani abehwe me kakra wo se wo cycle as adi fm na cycle no e be kire mo se na ekọ obayima no enya asha se pe odi kan browo show pa ma when we say you ma won abiri me na oburu wo wi a the next cycle a odin fam we say immediately na wa apacha wo meboa at that particular point in time na ade na sinimu no esinimu sa akom oburu no sibiri wa fu no chia wo tie wo yem wa ya ase ne ade na when you atete wo na wo wedi dem na wie na wanu anso wo hyew no samre na odi activate the one wasan abeye calm person kura ma sa baby say na nti me kunu no no ye ni ana say so nipa foforo na me ne dealing enso wa aboro wawie ekoba ne saa ha wadwen tension ne build ya no bobo no sibiriw no otietia wo yam na fe the violence nesim some of be violence no one odo hwasum opia wato fom oso owura stem odo 2 week ende mu guase ohawo nya bebre so ode wo famu nya de ni na ade ba kwa ya no so wogu ani mase wo ba bia wonim ni padodo ahia no wogina ho anse na anim guase ne bai iti wo san wa achi akokire wo ho ase akire hena saa mere no wogu ani mase awie amontin no so mu no boro 2 week a nkofo de wo oh sister you oti se afi mu ye wo hai that means any kuro buru no 2 week saa mere no wo hu no wan fa na wakokire kire ho ase akire no wa biri mu awie wo bo hu se opacha owie a ma me 1 week mostly etimi take be say 3 to 4 days kwa 1 week de mama ndodo wo bo hu se obere ma ne ye wa de biara wo pe e de ma wo ma mo temporta ma mia ne nkofo ne wonkuru no mokoro mu wotimi ku pa ma hu se sa akun de eye me efuesa mo amegina ho ya me fam baga menya sure se lorry fare no kra no menya bi na me de afro me se da sere driver na materem ne ye de makodu enso ade be chen na obia na heat hot water or the iron ne back wi a na odi bia kosi wo se ne kunu mfa nware sa na mo mbisa mo se 19 crofo won ani nipa na wore kunya na se nipa fofuru bi na me ne won redili enso 1 day 2 days 3 days wo shout them abeti anti adwe wo be pia kon na ye kan da down na wo bo se na fe wo an kasa kra na wa pass ate pa ba wo na hon na de den ba owu ba ade e friend den owu because they be da ma Christy so what bro wo dan mani ayeso na enu na nsa bia mama wo remre na na wo be bren iti wo bo so wo boy ya so etel de how wadwen etel de on ne kwen me ngoka bi kura because ade be chen na asema me kan ni na wo ka che ne kuru so anti Christy kura ase me nyaaw na wo bro me dodo na wo de wo tu nim se wo bro dodo de anti Christy ka kire wansa na wahu se ese se wo do hu gina ye na wo tu hu fo yenye ma ekoso wo yan abrabom de biara da Papa Mike me pese nya ye cheche nya di ni na no mo kire me ensunsuanso eye e wo dipadua no so angosolo pachofa around me ma 5 new life so mama hu se munim ade pa enti me ma 5 mo be ma me dipa 20 enti me nka wa ma won sa so na emo ma ma de na me pagya
Mpacho, to me, ma lose self-confidence.
Thank you.
Sometimes, any physical abuse, even the emotional abuse, no, obe yaw, obe kansema shaw. Now, I think there's a more better because sometimes when such issues happen, you go home to your parents to go and report it. Oh, sana metina hua
bepmenne. Mereba ho pepe pentintu mirika na fufu na ben na nkwang ni sisu na ehuru.
Martin, you lose your self-confidence. If care is not taken, you can also die out of it.
Thank you.
And through that, people commit suicide and other things
Thank
through
you.
that.
Thank you. Mommy monse woman. Wa kan bebre. Angosolo, me point it. My branti o hembe so kire me ne ye so domestic violence. Oti papa nya wo de men cars me hwe wanim kra me nim se wo de wo nyesa na emom sister no wo dan na echi no ne kuru de bia wo sibiri ne no e dey sunsu anso na wo hwa anya wo say sister no so wa wu amaye hu o ne enye pa yi asentoma nkwa yi
the man who say me man who ya na mano ni mgodan fudu o hade bi osole ana obone yere de bia na osinu so wo kan ombua na da ko ga no to form o ma okura se na hu na hu so da bi na mka se ma so masi ade ya wo ye na enye enti se ga no wu sisi a e be hadwen to me ka kire no na ese
na kire se nya wori kai kire se ebetimi di owu aba isusu anso etimi nya wodi pa ne bi no se owu yenti Nigeria ni singer ya otu eku eme wewu no se asori dem ha ya o enye ha but otinya mefi o lead praises collection on no kan no wachechire ahye ne motuam di akọ bank wewu anka obi enim se wo sibiri no wewu anka obi enim se wo sibiri no mesra mbese mi wu edon so bebre ti den ade papa say obi betime wu ma say etimi ma wo self esteem e conform
Esaima the wrong no eba beye to say the truth. People try to say it's a sanity. They accept it as part of life, but it's wrong. Emankwara wo fie so a it can have a very negative effect on them. Omodwin so no yire wo hwe wo so obo.
It's a wo pro no. Thank you. Mummy amonsem nso ma no. Ba someone me refi wo dem me ni na afra na mama wo di wo mu. Yeah, Papa's awful. Okay, good. Papa, Father can home again.
Emma nso da ne ma.
Amen. Emma man so da ne ma. No kre bebre. Papa me hu se mere man ho de opese wo bo ho pa. Na no men's week do ya. Na no so ya aba. Ene de women's week nti ma ye kita ye nde ana meboa. Oh. Papa said to me, "Oh, obi so wo wani ma say."
Domestic violence I am a man ko dey say no. I say a man so come.
It's member week ba na yenso ya aba.
Me paucho se bibi say ikoso wo fie so a e man koda ne bi kura ti meka say omo ware.
Thank you. Enti nia ye kekan nia de na nia ma kan ene nia sisi kan yi. Wo kan ni na bom a. Eti me ma mental problem. It's my mental problem. Emia bebre abodam. Statistics shows clearly. Say woko psychiatric hospital la. Ye wa mia, ye wa merima. Uko ma 99%, me fact 95% of me abodam eguo. Eye emotional tremor. Aware empenatre enye ma eye relationship mu asem. 95. Wọ́n abọ̀dá ma wáyé rẹ̀ sisi yà mí na wọ́n kasa yìí. Wọ́n sàn bẹ̀ mu a yẹ wọ́n mu 3% yẹ substance abuse yẹ weed ní cocaine ní mo ní adé a wọ́n afa wọ́n tiri mu wọ́n yẹ 3% pẹ̀. 2% yẹ hereditary kò sí pẹ́ẹ́nì bi wọ́n a wọ́n ti mi di adambọ̀ wò. Na wọ́n kọ̀ mbẹ̀rẹ̀mà no so side di a 95% yẹ drug abuse substance abuse wíyẹ ọ̀nùm yẹ wọ́n anùm ní yẹ nà ẹ̀tẹ̀ wọ́n fa ní tiri mu. And the remaining 5 no 4% eye then ade hereditary and 1% pe eye broken heart answer no bere ma benya broken heart ade mi ayi wo ye boye say du nti oba akukwa ba akusa engina ho nti answer na bedu so say wo benya broken heart na odo no kwa achiri
pacho e man no so bi o mo say omukun wan bu o mo a they don't feel loved. This is something that you are aware in the office. They come and complain.
Yes.
My husband doesn't beat me. My husband doesn't beat me.
Obi timi biye na no kase. And this is a practical thing say si. Obi timi ba ye office wo biye na no akase. Me kuru nkasa. Me kuru nya me hwe. Osori adinga so osiwa ne so osiwo. Da kuru kra me we hye nka me kuru be sibiri mi. Eyi enye psychosocial problem. Wa dwen na da wutirim hina e na otewo no one papa ne nyansa body mu no say me pese wo sibiri me no wo boro me enti oni ba se nde bi akwa page antokwa na ba na wo de ntokwa na hia no. Such people, they need to check their brains because something is not right. Exactly.
Recently, there was a video of a child. Omo me make omo papa ni omo mami. Or the Adriania besi or yes or say I have to beat her or something. And you know, onusu huni say normal. That is a brother and a sister trying to mimic omo papa ni omo mami. And probably omo babeka mikuno momeno. They've grown in such environment.
Are you used to them?
Exactly.
They've become used to it.
Yeah.
With self-esteem, you two side though. You have a positive and negative side. Say now, okay, it can make them pick up that behavior. Say it's supposed to be part of me, but in the community or in social life, it's not acceptable. It's a way and yema erokoso.
Mami mpacho in addition, no. Also, very many bruna na wapatadu. Mama ni taba. Arawa into very many one bruna. Ebi on toshi maneda. Inti. He has come to accept and say, "Semi baby be feeling chaya. Me provoking now I bro me. Oh yeah, now I pata me now I mommy baby." And society is accepting that fact, which is very wrong.
On semi di kan ka SMBC. Say ya kaka boma ni ya hwema. E den na courses are den na courses are. Who semi ka be say cultural beliefs. Mo ka semi ka be say cultural beliefs. Society accept it. Kosi se obia won asibiri no wako ofi no akobo maame amane o se o yes aware bi ani wa antokwa wonim ye nkasa enanu ma yehia mu ha aware bi wo ho antokwa wo enim aware bi wo ho antokwa wonim sa atwi kasa na de bia ye kasa aware bi ani wa antokwa wonim ekwa ma asori mpanyimfo papa yetimi de ba wanim na papa na afunu achia Monye di nyama monma asori manente eye aseme betima ka kokuya mu heya kokuya mu sa ye ni beba ye won so no wa wu ni edna besia ni eri ye ni wufu som wo so wufu bia so ni wotimi kana asem iti wa wu awie na ye den asa wa wu awie na asa wanya dan wufu ne de wadu ko gina court so wukuru na aburu na bra na be testify a wo de hefa na testify. So obi anom one video wa na kire se efunu bia ye den odifo iti wadifo iti mesremo ye mamia no so wonante ba ye nchen be ka kire isi wo bro yen emmerema no so ba no wo be ka kire mu se ne yire de kwantere hwe na apampam a mo sorry na mo fam bra the rightful place na ye ne won kasa ebu wa na e counseling keke enye ni na na ese se wo jeli nipa no ebu wa na e counseling keke wo cancel nipa na onwa kwatena se no assess no ho akase oh ade amiri ye idi papa yi ka asem bi ade a wo ye na wa cancel nipa no wa danfo no wa cancel no na emu afutu nsakra nipa agi se den nso hwe obia ne buhwe ne nani han ne de ohun so ni health insurance ewu obia ne buhwe na nani han ne de ohun se ni health insurance ewu nti ese so dai but nipa ne bo constantly won ne rekasa na re ka kire sa de wo ye hwe yi o enna na ye ja wo be frɛ oberema ne de na ba na ne na kasa na so aba na wo so oh eyi wo wa bi esa to ya so po be jai bro no awu to me determine and we have this in our office wo be excuse your oberema na ode obia ne betena se wo ne ne kasa na fo obia ne se nye me maame kura nka me jai kɔ de dada me maame se me ntena wona men wo abi esa ansa me wo abi so be jai wudu Wudu awie na to wheelchair mu na wagya wasi won wa besia kwakware obi foforo and this is what is happening na no wagya wasi won na why depressed na why stressed out na bibia mixing up wo tiri mu na pantan ye wahwe yan fo kwa pantan so osu cemetery what's a space asan so ebi da so wo ho madin ha ya asan so space wo ho wo sesi ya na hwe so one fa won kwose kwa iti onyame aboyen se ne nseso onyame aboyen se ne nseso cultural belief, religious belief, ni buwa wetimi ka say obere man fin we yi yemfi. Ye de nyame asem di dodo. Also be submissive. Man, love your wives. Love no kra ma. Ya submiting tia. Wo buru ye nga yenka na. Wo buru ye me yenka. Me bi sama asem o. Eze si ye ka na nya si ye ka. Mo ye sure. Eze si ye ka. Ni ye ka no kwan beng so. Yes mama.
Ese mo kan yie. Kan de mo nka ba mo be kan yie.
Papa, me da wase. Papa, my can my papa kakra na me bisa papa asem wo. Papa, yen kan yie no. Aba. Papa, me kunu bra na ebro me. Me kwa adwuma na me ba later. No otime so. On to ka ma me. Tro na me fro. Wa to ka akra ma me ya. Ka ye free nti etimi sei. Me bedu a traffic kura etimi si. Me bedu a no wo bro me papa. Pese me wusa na me kana ma na ye yie. Me sere wa ani di mu.
Mama be ya no.
I knew that. I knew that. Wo be kan de na akoye yie. Na empempi no nso. Ye mia no so ye eseye ngara. Ya no chebe. Bibi anko kampe pa enje kire de. Iti yare bo ye utu adramo afo no ye utu momone nsofo. Momone ye hu ya ahometsew. Ye hu ya ahometsew. Tembi ya ka domestic violence a. Utumu se me nani ma ye fe na mere man. Enim ni na asam. But Fabi so no ye contribute. Fabi so no ye contribute. Efeku bo konkonsa. Sika wonwe ho mfa bi nsie. Obia de onya sika ye japade mafie. Obran man na onya sika ye fie de. Papa bi crack a beautiful joke. O say ye wo fie ha say obia ne obere mate wo. Obia 1,000 Ghana, obere ma 1,000 Ghana. Sika he na wo fie ha. 1,000, obere ma 1,000 Ghana. Sika he na wo fie. 1,000. So answer na man why ding. I didn't say 1,000.
Mama, near 1,000 they say. Obere me obia itire ma mi fi. Are ma me na papa fidi no. Na wo so wa hoden so. Nti ubetimi a ahwe obia yi. Na mpani ampa wakofo obia de aba. Nti obia dey your responsibility. Nti na say 1,000 mienu wo fi a Nyankopon say 1,000.
Adenti na 1,000.
Also 1 + 1 is 1.
Okay, some ha nekita mic. 1 + 1 is 1, not 2.
Yes.
If your son, who happens to be the parent, you happen to be the parent of your children,
yeah,
it will be better ma. I am president. Why be fie? No, the sika 2,000 ba. Say mama and dada, musikenia. How do you say that?
Mommy, to be frank with you, most of the time the money is kept with the women because they are the homemakers. You see, say papa the major part of the money goes to the woman to take care of the house. You see, maybe 4 out of maybe 10 men that will take the money and will be giving it to their wives to use it for the house choice or anything in the house. But mostly the money goes to the women.
Na se sikei, ye twetwe nkomo. Ye twetwe nkomo na na esua ade wo mo. Na se sikei. Wo se 1 + 1 ye 1. Wo de ne de what na so na ade ye japade. Ebi a wo do tontoma ne ade ma o maame e wo fie. Last week Mother's Day was so beautiful. I had my portion of it. So ebi a wo de wo ye nti se si ya ne sai sika 1,000. Esi den na esu fie. Mo se mo na mo ye managers. Ye de 1,000 ama wo. Wukuru na obesa asori akwa akwa kire sika na ade ma me na nso te se wo 1,000 no eye treasury bills ana ho na mbese meti ase yi eno na investment money ana ye treasury bills ana se eye susu bi a wo to no na ade akotu ahunhun mu ka
na nka me pese me kanti obi wia na wo bisa how do we even report an abuse?
Yes.
The odema papa question.
Me
answer me answer me come am so me mommy me contribution. I want to say to say the utoma papa obeba beka ye beka say o kaneboko ne niema na nipa ne tim na de bia ye bo no ne niema eno na de ewuo ene amane eba enti na the other part nso ne say obi wo hokra onka but you see that nipa ne wo amane just like oka so osofu bi de onko kana ye beka say osofu aye say. But I think that people should be empowered to speak. And what's the idea of trim? You didn't trim, so that he will learn. And the other part of it, so say me person me bisa mo so say to say more monkano. A dear na yebeti me ayabo. Can I am family hono? Me bisa no, but or say nyeshe. Meti me sim pimpi ma ba say me suspect say ye she will be.
Thank you very much.
Pacho, wait there. It will be very difficult because Nipakona Ayabono no. Onu feel say I am born. Won't mean actually.
No, Solo, you can't do something about
but
it.
But the only thing I make say, Papa, postmarital counseling. No. I saw the young farm kind program. Na yenja premarital no kwa because premarital mental no my ready so me worry o. O can show omuntu o. No, that's what they are into. I don't know that is where the problem starts. That is the point that the church must take much interest in the post-marital counseling. Because problems are shower office has to do with financial, economical, and cultural. Because that is how the father used to do it. Until feel that are normal, but it may not be normal. Until say post-marital counseling now, then the problem will start coming, and then based on the problems, then you also help them to solve it, right?
According to Dosufu Act 26, it states clearly say it is mandatory for every citizen to be each other's keeper, whereby if you see any form of abuse, you have the legal right to walk to any DOSU shop, any DOSU outlet, which is the police section, and report the case. There's a DOSU act like that you as a citizen, a civilian with that matter in the community, observing such violence, you can go and then report. Case compound house. So be a brunere kum not one work bang no better fear of any penny. Some na what's na police stations are natural statement. They be a crowd for us. What's a true statement? Do you know say a waste your time? Go show us one call. I dare so much the one call because he any case with you. It is a one case, not police if you need to mean until Banu, but she money now was it. Mumba statement there. Then I won't try my case and then man, I want to make a report. It's your way, yes, sir.
Auntie Ethel.
Yes, mammy.
To say, dear, ye came a woman, but Obi, my daddy, my example. So be all right. O baby son, no crano. Obeka say, ye, so what is the law doing to protect such people? Because Enuna Christopher, my wapa, or didn't say, what's so ye di, Maguna Nimase, my essay to Ukakra. Ontie, Oka Nigerian singer no. Yes, in my minim, Nenam funum binim. So why exactly? Into that day, Enna, Oman Kasa, Amana drew so we answer, and they are all coming out.
Now, what can I do? No, quite true.
Mama Ethel, I want to give you an example. Just 2 months ago, in our area, omo will say mami bi akofa bofre bi fi nkwanta na odna beta ne nchen o se abofra no area ne 300 Ghana cedis. Nti odi chain abofra no one completed house bi na wabra abofra na nti mmea mienu wo mantem wo no wo hui. They went to Lakeside Estate Police Station and reported the case. Na wo ba be fa maame no ansa na wo bisa no pese obe kire baby a asem na si na fe em say wo use one how to investigate issue no na wo buy na abofra ne da chain ni mampa na wo be fa abofra ne de kwai maame no di 3 days was cells ansa na wo mane e be fie asem no e wo court and me no reka say.
Thank you. Na me pese wo end up on that. O ka so di 3 days me ye mo shame me birim. Because me was cited incident sir my friend bi wo me fia me nuanu mu yawe onu yankasa ne yafunu ba we kware wanfa na ma obro no sibiri no ohwe no de banku break ne ade na abro no me process na mo me de ogwan ment ne nka biom nti ese abofra ne metia we wie secondary school very beautiful girl na mama enkosi wasem no so mo friend de me won bebre me husband na tie chi won mo friend de me won bebre ma savage one sa from the streets. They say one abeye mebusuafo. Wo ba me fia ye nipa 9 na eguwo. De bia me kotem bi ba. Say they won't stop him. They say they won't stop him. What wo ja me ametwi wiase fo mo friend na abegu me nchen ayo. So, na enye dosu nko asede. Yen a ye social welfare and community development. Me treating one case. Ewa time na me work Dais. Eba ni ususu nyadi na abofra bia na ne maame de na si base mu. I don't know say munya sa story ni bia. Mother ni sa abofra na disabled. Into ode na tena chair mu. Ode na aduan ni nsu ni bibia esi no e wo sesemi. Obi na ti no besi yi asutiri. Social welfare fu ye wadwuma yo. Mo gyae ma yete na office wo keke. Nya kakra bia nsa beso e betima ye no. Wan fa mre ye den na ehu. Onipa ba akofo mani ye dodo wahen. Se meti adenta na meti me office na asemesi wo new legon na new legon of mama ne ameden ne mehu esi wo madina na wan kan cha mehu enti na ye asodi ma nipa amote mantem wo be ka wonya konkonsen you wo be ka you are trying to save yourself from the harm of say onipa na wu awie ne ye se betro statement and abet na counterpart na nya woni mu ni beka ene mu ni na emma wo wan kasa kura na puti economical and social and psychological stress was. Wo de no de fa na fe hu lady ni. Na fe de osama ngon suma se kasa kura na fe wo kasa. Sister ebura no wo bro nim ana minim. Unim na ye den na wo ye fa ho. It's not only dosu. Social welfare in cases like this you can tell us and then come to the office. Give us a phone call, come to the office, tell us and we intervene. Mo friend na me sai phone ni na no. And yet, if you want to cases, they come telling us. We go there, and when we get there, no, the cases, my process is be court. Every more them, every more sentence here, we am a one aba. Send a me your friend, it was one copy of my account, and then I'll be. Then I'll be. Every more share Juma, every more go school, every more so Juma, and it goes on and on and on and on. It's a wasu di dayanso. But you say what in America na say. Say community members. Say we hu bi sa enko ya. E say we den abofro opanyin o. E say we tia ye nanso. Abuse when him say child trafficking cry domestic abuse. Child trafficking cry domestic abuse. Ye be ko so ntem. Effect of it now. Baby bobo so tem. What's it? Time keeper na me times I can be 5 minutes. And the inequalities eba also in terms of resources na de ema also low self-esteem. Ema ehu bet na nipa no so. Ye woni pa ni bo tena wono ma 3 seconds na ye ma boni birim. Obi friend kura na ye ma birim aden a menam nim se me kuru na frame you o de ohu atena nim. Wo ye ni fu a mental stress. It's made the sexual assault ba. Sexual assault eba. It's made the torture. Ema nipa ni bi kwa end up being disabled. Won wo bia na ni abien ye. Ebe wi achi no na na ni aka half. Wan fa wo no. Enye yare bi na ball so. Wo be koma obebisa na obebisa no. Na ye nukuru na dia abɔ nani na apai. so na se se ya na yɛrekɔ solution no so solution ne den solution is sometimes papa let's organize programs na nipa a wɔn survive their survivors out of the issue the whole story nipa a wɔn atimi survive the issue of domestic violence embra embegyina wɔn ka wɔn stories unko obi afuma wo se unko abanche na ebo obi yi ni story to what say ya wo bedru eno san ema wo hu se ade we de ya ade a esi enye sa nansesem zi na ye nsem a esi eye no kware wo ye no fi wono ma I say ye church ye man na eba no me ba ni na minim sa ka ye be hu youthful ne ade wom because minim say presbytery ye wo yaf ye wo JY ye wo junior Y JY ye wo yaf ye wo kunku bebre wo young people's guide ni na I was expecting said I'll come and see them here because if we don't teach them the generation and everybody they will take it as say a normal say na ma wo kan no but oba sorry them teachings be say so no ohun not to say at the end of the day no bibi say won as ade che say me ya enye dia ono ankasa betu no afo afi asori dem hansa nti papa mesre wo say edu men's week a ye be san aba nti ye momoden a ne ye nka na ye mrante wan won a wo betima ban dodo na mbra obeti a ode asempa ne beko wo say wo be frɛ nkofo a wo ye response call ne agencies ni be ne den social welfare and community development ye response call dosu e ye response call asori panyimfo asofo ye response call mothers and fathers elderly people in the community are all response call as a say wutimi usi hu gina sa de e wode ye media nye me nya nkyerɛkyerɛ say me kunu ye brum ye nye nti mekɔ akɔbɔ sankofo ya mane na response call fo nso asodi da ye nso enye se wuritie na waka se saa nete ya na wodi ye din na nya yi ekɔbɔne anya me bebi saw nti you need to get to the nearest response call for them to act as fast as possible. Acting be then through counseling, through arrest and jail term, through arrest and jail term, through counseling, through putting strict measures for the person to adhere. What to say yes, baby, what police says what's a bond? Meaning some matter that bond or a sign bond is already or to be of good behavior. Or try no cry to woman in South when we can bond not in a sack of umbrella. Because when you saw to her and yes and papa. So what's na mention say restriction of the sinyadini na they can put it along at the end of the day ebe man mrakete ya na ma wa ye ne se oye wo bi say ma wo say e say who signs of abuse e say who signs of obi oya abusive person say abo baako obo wa biem obo wa biesa obo wa nan a nka se me kunu de abobo de e ne fe papa eyi eye kabastal wo jana ka se wo kunu de abobo de e ne fe and now cause me kuru de onya de nsa kana no de oba be buru wa ani o na chese wan kasa waja atum know the signs of an abusive person and act quickly upon it wo kunu on besere waja no nsi wo so obosom one ne nkosere nkoyi na hi na ne bumfu no fa de power pampam you know the person that you are dealing with and then you know the signs of abuse and you will not make an attempt to get closer to it na enkofa oyo na bi amfa mbrɛ wo Obisa also start conversations with trustees. Onipa biara ot dem ha including papa osofo. E wo onipa ba ako bi o de ni di. E wo wiase. Mimiti we mi onipa ba ako per single dose. Ah me je ni di. Enye compulsory say ye wukunu. Enye compulsory say ye wo yere. There should be that one person, one trustee. Ah, ubetimi ne nakasa. And so if you find yourself fortunate say we are trustee. Nobody na assembly. The word trustee is a big thing. It's a big institution. So being a confidence wo mu ba won chense. Auntie Sylvia. Menya wo mu ti dia de say na ere yamia. Enya fe na kwakọ bonu don kom ya ton no say dokono. It is a wo ha. Now you be trustee ya na assembly obeka kire wa. To ano nareka. If say we need the first point of call, I'll be to make kum nipa no. Immediately, I will be let it out. Ni greater more secret no. We kum ne 50%. Ni kuru ne bro no. No afi o the 50 ne ka ho ana kire say yes yen. Iti mesra o. If you are that trustee, in the church, your pastor can be your trustee. Because they've gone through into Tumwa. Ubeti be the was makotu nenim. Mama sofu beti maya. I saw him praying for beti maya. Ubeti ma shomoku anwakas ma Christi me so your bia penny and nefi. Mama for ma go to Mama Christianim. Let somebody know your state of violence. Abuse no obi hu. Na what na say? Now they are tareshe. Now they mpabu high heel na so. Now they to me fra. Enye papa maye. Edamase. Mesre mu so obi wo questions bia. Ma to say menya ntin say we say 9 o'clock pepe near bepom. Into questions ni na 8:30. Oh, ene asem na ayekese. Sorry.
Mama, me de na nye question. Eye futuo kakrama ye nua emaba wa ne mranti. Obi wo ho a o plane so be ware. Be ma pe so ware no. O tibie bi mo mpe ebi ope ma opensa. Wentimi ene na nka ma nensi wo se me ware na obejai. Na fe de wa ware na akoda na adesua. Enti no eye a wo mo hwe ho so ye.
Amen o.
Kakra mi de beka ho so ne say yen hwe na yen pa yen mama ani yenya emma so yenya adwumaden obi wo ho a owo abuse mu obeka say mijaya miminya adwuma mi ntime nhwe me ma ntine metena ho a because of me menti emma mu betumi nti yenyire yen ho yen power yen ma yen power yen ho Inti say baby na was say ultimate ho you can do that in confidence and in all boldness say ubetimi ahwefi. Thank you.
Thank you. Your questions na futu. It wa question na futu bia.
Mama Mpacho. I've seen something says most of the time no abusers no now they are prominent people in society. So people don't want to talk about them. And it's affecting nipa wa abusing no. O ebi ni din o abodin kese. Inti wo koka sisi a ebusian kra beka se wo e na wakogu hu anim ase. No wagu ebusian ni hina anim ase. I'm still at that direction. Inti at what point na say yeje tumu se ni pay the ono de ni di bia no why onyankopon nti won ka na asem na ye gyae no na why en your pay bia because I realize that most cases especially the emotional abusers no and no sometimes you can't see the physical acts no nipa ni be fam ewu obi a hu se ade a wode ye na owi ni nti na wafa no hu adi free. And that one is more than the physical abuse. Inti me pese me can say who was sad anymore. Obro baako Faniko police station. And yes sir, obebru ebiesa anang na ekwa enum ubehu ani say na weni achia. Me pese me bisa biem so say Ghana Health Service ye were clinical psychologists that ye be to me ye nya wonwa wo betumi ne yen akasa na okay in my district Adenta do we have people like that when you feel that you are so threatened something is worrying you can't share it with anybody but you can share it with your clinical doctor or medical assistant or whoever that person is there anything like that?
Okay.
My last question, I'm person oboa me nso bie me say social welfare for wo ho maye na sometimes ebia me case bia me gusa me ye ho adwuma obia no ye adwuma oberema no nso ye adwuma oberema ne brother ka kire ni nua berema ne say Senia woyiri ye adwuma ye onye skade wanhwe ne ye a ombu inti ampa no oberema ne yiri na kuntokwa ma adwuma na obia ne ye no asei Oberima ne threaten obia no ode acid kakra so obia ne ho nti obia no ififie ode na asem call social welfare no em say wo hwe ya ka asem na akodu baby say sisi a obia no ntifie ho biem or visitation rights say mofra no best fra no abra wo holidays say wo ko holidays mama one Ghana city scrap papa no fe bi nko because o say mofra no ko maame no nti kwan a maame no be fa so a obehwe omo at that moment all holidays ne dey on fa one Ghana city scrap nko kwan ben so na social welfare for betimi aboa such a person.
Let me say one last question asi na me bisa question bi wo mofra no were how many years?
Kitwa ne was 6 years and ne odi so no 9 and third one no or 12 and last paying no were 15. Papa, because of this issue, 15 no or secondary school. Ne mama pe boarding house amano. Papa ni so priya ma bofra ne nya day. Send ye be ya obetine fie no be kan banku anopa and son abofra na ko school.
Asam na wo kan me be se me nya me ho nti ase. Social welfare fo ene ma amra ne si. Mofra ne ntina won agya nchen ana.
Asam ne ko do court.
Into court ene she mra ne se mofra ne ko di papa ne nchen.
You.
Inti na obia ne mom e wo ho anu wa be fa won.
E wo ho a memrada ni kwasiada na woko mam every 2 weeks.
Obia no nya adwuma.
Oh yeah, one away pedicure. Nkakra nka na auto pan no or bakery a otumi supply pan no be say 2,000 3,000 Ghana cedis a day. Say juma na say
minimum enter me be sa ade we ni na because ya the cases court. Me bra court ya the cases court. Na abofmofra eye minor so amofra me share na me be sa one age because that's the first point of call you're looking out for. Ena mofra where minor sa no eye hard. See ebeje won say ye de won ma papa no unless say there are some abuse or some irregularities with the mother and son ye be jaw no di na mama won. Unless there's a foul play somewhere. I'm sorry to say that.
I'm telling you, this man, the brother is inspector of police.
Thank you.
So I think he may have contributed to this issue.
I say nkofo wo nyama ni bibisa. Me last question na me bisa wo. Answer na ma answer wo first question no. Me be say me bisa wo say. Case no waye we he.
Mama Pacho waye wa denta ha.
Waye wa denta ha.
You.
Ye pon ama me hu.
Pacho Mati.
I'm one person for justice and they are all aware.
Pacho Mati me dasi.
And I would council be say social clinical psychologist. Nyame nchade. Bra Solo, Auntie Sylvia, Auntie Evelyn, Mankasa, Auntie Esther. Mon sorry wo hu mo. Na denta for social welfare for yen ho yefe. Mama mo sa so na asori ne hu ni. Ye na yakọ psychosocial counseling and guidance school. Inti ye gina we ye certified counselors. Because ye hu say clinical psychologists na and the clinical counselors and the doctors na wo go hospitals no. There are a few people that are taking that course. And o take we kura na sika ne ma nti oba koye bank na adwuma. Ye was psychologist make as me read psychology. Instrument no ka say o ye adwuma o ADB. Me nim say sika na your counsel won say den. What say ya me no ka say. So what ya say? Enti social welfare for sa nya wori kai ni na you can refer the people to us. In the case of the abuse that you feel it is beyond, you can get us to know. We quickly step in as Obina informing and we don't give you out as the informant. Try to talk the woman into let her understand that what you are doing, it is going to leave you sooner or later to death. So the quicker you act, the better for you, no. Otie yenga ya ye mfem with it. But still no. Se na adwenya akekere power kosi baabi no sorry ntie so dia na ye mpaibo nti na no me refer na ma papa pastor questions na answer ni na ma o
Mama Pacho from Omo online no. I said there is a 15-year-old girl being abused by a man she's staying with. The man is an influential man. Someone found out, informed the girl's mother. The girl's mother says the man is giving them money for upkeep, so the concerned person should mind her business. The girl in question too doesn't think it's a problem. She believes the man loves her, so what can you do to help?
There's a 15-year-old. Clearly stated, per Child Act, it is wrong. She's still a minor and does not have to go through that practice with a so-called rich man or whatever. Ena Ghana ha yemfa mra nya adwuma, but mra ne te ase, mra ne ni wu ya. Wo se wonkwa na wu den wo mra ni ho. Mra ne say there's nobody above the law. Wo na we hu ade no, abofra ne wo abofra to state mo ebrochiri a. Wo abofra no nya 18 years, the child is solely for the parent, for the government. That is how come wo bo ba. Abank to be je oba na ordinary social services wo. When you bet say wo no na oba no won man adoption ya kwa another family home. By Yahano, acquire say homes no cry ma. But still we can do an intervention. It is wrong. And what is wrong is wrong. So if we report the case, the other issue is how do we get evidence to in such cases? Because in the case of Frederick Kase, at the end of the day, she's succumbing to whatever. No, we did not go to that court. Rebecca say, "My uncle," and we see that all the time. Obi a rape you be with the case. I was on one case like that. You go to court, I say any uncle. No repeat here because now what the situation to me with the akoma won. Won. Enti eye say yet ye ho ase Ghana mam papa. Na say na mama kai no, ye hye ye ho den. Na ye ma yet ye ho ase say won. Ade e friend abuse the violence no. It is not something that has to stay with us. It's not something that has to stay with us. It is sad pan mesre no. O wa kwanya no betima ba. Ombre number report it. Why any family they say good citizen? Ye provi further. Now at the end of the day, family members need to warranty. There's a thin line between abuse and death. Into ye can also say wuntia. You are digging your grave gradually, and so you don't call somebody, the person being the responsibility of whatever is happening to you. Pacho what you say. But social welfare and community development, our doors are always open to you. We deal with so many cases. Developmental cases, as I say, HC, womu patam patem. Mamon fa rules mba. Near the eyi bremo kramunchia. Property rate brema munchia. Mamon fa rules mba. Most of the times, we go fulfill assembly near your rules, and your rules. Urban rules and the feeder rules, an entity on their own. Yes, I say, yeah. And you provide maybe toilet facilities. You provide schools and the money are there with the help of Ghana Education Service. And Ukrainian sole responsibility. But when we come to social welfare and community development, domestic violence, mofra wo area wo disability. For one bra because you disability fund ye de ma won. Ebi mo ti be freezer de tonsu. Empower on na mami kai no. Onipa wo ye empowered na sika wo ukotoku ba wonam kra hu say we wo kofom. Na wo ne bia wo nam wo na woto ne ha saa keke. Obukura na wo akopem. Iti mesramo. Ye office one no papa my kasa sesi a ye wadwuma de bebre amoye mommra de biara da mombe report monim bebrebe me kasa ni na me hu se ebi mu prepre wo nyonko ni ade na kire se ye nsem ekokoso ye bebie yan apon ato wo wuti yan so na feel se ade na abeto wo nanso na emo mo fere ma Christine papa sofo ni mama ye pon a ye nya bi da fanfichiri na beka kire ye ni enti ye nansimu ene ne kine ya se na be ya enwi ko wie ye oyeni amen papa abasofo
eto nyami shao
amen
Asama ye kan ho asemi domestic violence I think it needs an integrative approach because so what I say asore no nko anye yenyawo abusua na awofo na emofra anase mpanyimfo a wankasa ye abuse won no ensi nchen na yankasa yentu ho anamo a begidi ye se wobekwa abidu bebi no obepem enti ne ukano metiasia between where conflict ends and where abuse begins. There is a conflict that all of us must get involved to get it resolved. But when it becomes an abuse, there are laws that governs that abuse. So we must have the distinction between where the church comes in and where the social and the political, social and the legal structures must also take place. Maybe a question be how to report it. I intentionally say mama I answer because you were near, even if you are osofo, you are not allowed to deal with that issue even as a church. You must refer it to the most appropriate quarters and let them deal with it. But both of us are counselors. And I think one of the key things when it comes to counseling has to do with consent. The people that are involved and these issues that we are talking about, you need their consent, especially when they are not minors. You need their consent to get involved and then get them the necessary support and help. But in the case of minors, I truly believe that the key people that are involved has to do with the child, him or herself, and then the parents or the guardians of the child. Into the near Airtel can once and the Mepesi University say, you want to quebu away Shasia, a bet me and Tokwa, a Busia Asafo, counselors, betimia Kamwasem, Niamboa, at the Asemino Essin Sibre. You were same ones who are a tra na sebi and Satuo Bem, a dutu bem, say Ubiku Sekai, and a Sania Manoa, a tra near SSC a Kamwasem. Na SSC de ko emrem ne nhyehyemu nti ne ye ka ho asem domestic violence and they say know what kind of issue you are dealing with in your home, seek the right support and seek the right counseling, and if the need be, seek the right social support from whether it is from your office or from the DOFSU. The right thing must be done, but whichever way it is an integrative approach. Each one of us must contribute to make our society, a safe place. Thank you.
The solutions in Papa kind. Once I make us at the end of the day, know the signs of abuse. Abuse, yeah, abuse. Violence, yeah, violence. Obi the idea about utrima. Won't mean kase at the end of the day make out na maka. Why you disabled? Why proud? Who say make out na maka? Edu samre na papa say na ukai na. It is beyond you. Inti papa ya da wasepa nyame nhyira. Pacho asana.
Pacho be so kra me de be ka ho yin there. Beat there rape case. Pacho yeah o hina yen to me ka ho asem e court. But the way we say issue of rape be ma na afi ya kwa ko hu osofo. Na e di dwanto ago hu abusuapani. Na abusuapani so osofo ntimi ntwe na no wofo. Nti na ode de bia like ode enti me pa oncho say rape case another same be oye very hard to them osofo kai na e ho na be court nti ama ye mboa ye nka so ye go hu sofo na sofo nim social welfare for na omo de aba na say yen so dabi how de ba say raper e ho na e court say ya o twese kan a e be court because ye nka so
yire e be court
obo yire o de ne ba e be court
o ye wo yire tuaso no wo feel say wa me na e ma na e boda ma o timi report e be court
yes
e bi eni we court ni na court obu ukunu so ebe court otimi simu pam enu kwa de ejeli ma no kwa easy kura so be ma nya carriage no be ka say obo ne pa de ene due enu so nkire say ye mo ma mwedi mirika court reporting
Etel eho so woka say ye bold be ka menti ase
papa
menti ase kire say woka ema de no woka say won a wotwa ye ho ahia wo ye mpotemu ti a wo mbeka nada na mema de wo si wo ye bold eba enu so obi ti a mane mbeka.
I retract my state papa o merima wo promo motia mo bomode wo obi yire sibiriwo na wo bra bomode a na be report enu so court enu kra the judge ejeli mi anentem.
Mama Merima is a bro nko emotional bro. They deprive them from sex unless they give them something before. They will use something as a yardstick to take money from them before they give them sex. And it's killing the men. And some of them are going out because of this kind of behavior of some women I've been doing that, so that one too, we should also talk about it.
Men's week, you want some cow, Papa who's
Papa, me.
It's Madam Wasibebre. Send a yet me a women's week in Amana Feno. Meaning, say men's week do I. Your best song about a hundred of the means that I am now, Mamma, Bontia, and Mamma, Papa, Bocado piece in the If you say to some Renedia and some system, Mary Mana Bunchoma Becca, may the Christ Jamunina, Madam Wasibebre. Yame Adoma, or Chinan Suabeba, Unkutona will buy, or bay for Bika on Fanebra. Son a bay sits near, Papa provide ya Mayena, a sobayema. Because what's not in a day, I am so superb. Into Mama Modding and Mamma Yamra, a radias.